Gangsta Shaman, Damaris Melendez. Thank you for being here with me this week. So, yeah, I have a sort of a new look. I just got my glasses from America's Best. Shouts out to them, contacts and lenses. And let me show you my other look. These are pretty cool because they have this cheetah thing going on over here. And I'm pretty happy. And I'm also letting my hair probably grow out. And I'll probably go back to the dark hairstyle. So hold up, let me show you my other black ones. So basically these are my other glasses. These are the black ones, and they're just a black frame all around, and I think they're pretty cool. So I'm pretty happy with America's Best. It's not bad for the pricing, but you know, I get like the 3 years free examinations, and you know, you have to go once a year, you know, like you do your checkups, you know, and especially with us women, we have, you know, do mammograms and go to our gynecologists. So make that a great habit, okay? Because I can't stress this enough, okay? It's not only just nutrition, it's not only exercise, it's not only, you know, taking good care of yourself, having a spa day, it's the whole package, okay? So I may end up talking about that today, but hold up 1 second, because I'm at my place, and I see that there's a slight opening at the window, so I'm gonna try to seal it up, and you know, I don't want no bugs in here. Okay, hold on. So anyway, I was looking for my drink, and I couldn't find it, and I left it in the kitchen. I thought I left it in here, but so let's start off with the tarot card reading, okay? Excuse me, my buddy is over here, and my book, and away we go. So hold on here. So we have this deck here. It is the tarot card deck. I don't think she came with the book, but the person who gave this gift to me, one of my great friends, her sister gave it to me when I was out in Pennsylvania. That's originally from. I was born in New Jersey, raised in Pennsylvania. So, and live in New York City and Los Angeles because I love both. So I'm thinking about moving part-time to Los Angeles because I don't know if I can brace this cold weather. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my leather jackets and all, but the coldness, my bones will start to hurt, and I think I have arthritis. I'm not even sure 100%, but you know, I'll vacation a little bit over there, you know. So I'm going to state my name, Damaris Melendez. I'm going to blow on the cards, and then I'm just going to ask, what is the message that you have for me today, angels? Okay, knock out the negativity. Whew. And draw the first card. So this is the Three of Wands, I believe. Yeah, Three of Wands. Here it is right here. Okay. And let me look up the meaning real quick. Hold on. I'll put these cards away. Hold on. I forgot to grab my books too, so just let me double check. Okay, hold on. So I'm pretty much going to start with this book, The Beautiful Creatures Tarot. And they basically have the cutest, you know, designs. So here I'm looking for the Three of Wands. Just let me look. They're the major arcana wands. One of those tres, 81. Sorry, it takes me forever. Okay, so here's the cutest card. Oh my gosh, so cute. Isn't that cute? And so, I'm sorry, the names are J.R. Rivera, artwork by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. Okay. So, let me see here. Everything has been planted. I shall wait for everything to develop according to how I intended it. Okay, so pretty much I have these plans, you know. The key word is patience. You know, I was dealing with that yesterday when it comes to patience because I thought, just hold on to Damaris and just wait it out and just plan it out. I was going to get like a board and just, you know, put everything in phases so that way I can, you know, say yes or no to it, see how I feel about certain things, you know. Let your body, you know, help you go through that. And so, hold on here. Let me just get my water so I can get a drink. So, a patient and beautiful gardener. That's what I want to be, is a gardener. But you want to get my own land and just... My thing will be the ultimate gardener. At first, I want to be the world famous shaman, but I mean, it's important to help others, but eventually I need to help myself, and I do want like my own, cultivate my own, issues with my, not issues, but just my land and what I want in my community. Because I was going to build a community to have my family, have tiny homes on my land, have my family live in each one, so that way they don't have to pay rent. Because my clan would be cheap. So anyway, it's sort of funny. Um, I've been waiting. So the beautiful gardener is still waiting deep inside her dark and gloomy garden for her flower friends and guardians to wake and speak to her. She has been waiting for this moment for so long. Finally, the time has come. The flowers shake and slowly lift themselves up, letting her know that they are ready to talk to her. When the flowers are fully awake and conscious, as well as energetic, they can have countless hours of conversations. Meanwhile, she will wait. Should they become tired, she has a jug of water to relieve their thirst. So it is upright, and so it's a reading that this card represents prolonged process. Our ideas take time, so we have to be patient with that, and we want the outcome to be good and positive, and so we want to dwell on the good and to make sure that we are planning the right way, not some shitty ass way where you're just gonna be all like by fly. No, that shit don't fly. Okay, no, we're going to write it down. We're going to make a journal, and I got plenty of journals like I have over there, and just make sure that you know what the fuck you're doing. Don't make impulsive decisions. Don't be like a friend of mine who just, oh, I'll take 20 of those, and if you only needed 3, or none. So, planning is important and is imperative. But you also have to be patient too. And that's going to be key to the success of your plans. Okay? You put your efforts into something very special at that moment, and now you are asked to sit back, relax a little bit, and wait for everything to develop or fall into place. Eventually, or within a matter of time, you will see your hard work and dedication cultivate in front of you. Remember, there's no need to rush anything. And there really isn't, because you're young. I'm young. I'm 58. I'll be 59 in February. And, you just want to cultivate and just make sure your planning is on target. You visualize, you think what's good and what's wrong. You go through the motions. And do you. Don't try to be too heavily influenced unless you have like a board of advisors. But unless you also cherish other people's opinions, which is not a bad thing. But you want to, do that stuff. I'm seeing like my glasses are they have too much lighting or something, and so I don't know if I'm gonna take them off or not. But let's look at the other books to see what those books have to say. So I'm using this other book tool to give you a representation of the 3 of Wands here, and this book is written by Kim Krantz. Okay, it is the Wild Unknown Tarot, and so here is a drawing of the tarot and the book's meaning. Okay, so it is saying envisioning the future, which is nice. I took off my glasses because I didn't like the glare. The 3 of Wands indicates that you had continued support from others, perhaps from your parents or 2 good friends. With your help, you formed a sense of self and of your values and morals. But now it's time to rely on yourself for guidance, which is very important and very key. Clarify your goals and cast others' needs and opinions aside. I'm going to be honest with you. There are people, they want to push themselves on you. You don't like the color green, yet they're like, oh, go with the green. And you're like, no, that's not my color. Like, I don't like that color. I want neon red or whatever. You know what I mean? And so go with what you feel. but also meditate on it. Just give yourself that permission to make sure that you're doing the right thing, because they might have the insight that you don't have, and you just have to think, oh, maybe, well, let me check green first and check, whatever color, and then you do you first, okay? But, just go with that insight and just go with what your heart tells you. Don't just say it because, oh, well, I like red, so I'm going to just do red. You know what I mean? Just really think about things, okay? So the future is infinite and it is yours. No one else can see through its layers of light and shadow. Okay, and you have to deal with your decisions. So you want to make sure that you're doing the right thing. That's how you envisioned it. That's the way you liked it. For me, like when I had my Magic Hands neon light decoration, it was pink, and I wanted purple. But I didn't get the purple one. I got the pink one. I thought that was nice, and it worked out. So that's what I'm trying to let you know. It's like sometimes we think that we know and we feel everything is the best, but eventually you'll just end up hopefully making the right decisions in your life. If you don't know how to decorate, or if you don't know, like, because you really are too funky or too, like you have different layers of things going on. Like one thing over here is blue, the other one's purple, instead of neutral with bouncing, popping colors, then maybe you do need a consultant. Hold on. Okay, so I have this book here, and it's called The Secrets of the Tarot, written by Amanda Hall. Pretty cool. And so she wants you to know that with wands, which means diamonds, okay, and that this represents people who are positive and motivated people. And it even says here, it represents people with green eyes or with flecks of hazel in their eyes, blonde or red to light brown hair, and that the positive motivated people, which I think is very cool. So that's what she says when it comes to wands, okay? And I know they have like an air element, or well, not an air element, but they have an element like earth, wind, fire, water, whatever. And so that's the reading for this, okay? Now I'm gonna move on to the tarot, the next deck, okay? Hold on here. So I'm pretty much gonna start with this book, the Beautiful Creatures Tarot, and they basically have the cutest, designs. So here I'm looking for the Three of Wands. Just let me look. They're the major arcana wands. 1, 2, 3, 81. Sorry, it takes me forever. Okay, so here's the cutest card. Oh my gosh, so cute. Isn't that cute? And so, I'm sorry, the names are J.R. Rivera, artwork by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. Okay. So, let me see here. Everything has been planted. I shall wait for everything to develop according to how I intended it. Okay, so pretty much I have these plans, The key word is patience. I was dealing with that yesterday when it comes to patience, because I thought, just hold on to marriage and just wait it out and just plan it out. I was going to get like a board and just, put everything in phases, so that way I can, say yes or no to it, see how I feel about certain things, let your body, help you go through that. And so, hold on here. Let me just get my water so I can get a drink. Okay, so let's look into the book and see what it has to say. So this is the Pentacles and the Dragons of Wealth, which is green. And we are all the firstborn of Mother Earth, and we know her secrets. We are the keepers of the treasures, and we keep sleepless watch in deep and underground passages where wavering warriors come to challenge our ire. I-R-E. Fire, I think it is. But anyway, those seeking to steal will be destroyed. Those who are not afraid to look into our eyes will discover that the greatest splendor of all is not that of gold, but rather of inner riches. And when they say that, if you don't understand what that means, it means like there is wealth and there's abundance. And abundance really means that you're in abundance of, say, for instance, spirituality or knowledge or wisdom. That, which is sometimes more important. You have abundance of health. You're very healthy, and knock on wood, you don't get sick as often as other people do. And that's in abundance, as opposed to wealth, which is money. So there's a difference, okay? So it's pretty much saying that the inner richness, okay? Because money can't buy you everything. And you've heard that saying before, but it's true. I know people are filthy rich and they can't buy love. No matter how much they try to, like, create things and put things into their life, they can't do it. They can't, like, have love in their life. And they're longing and they're wanting, to have a family, have kids, but it eludes them. And I don't care if you're a billionaire and you lack that, you know what I mean? Some billionaires don't have kids. And it's a shame because, that child would teach you so much as you will teach that child. So anyway, the first pentacle, which is this one right here, it says here, the ace, which is the claw of the earth, material wealth, and physical energy. So let's delve into that a little bit more too with the physical energy. Okay, so I'm looking this up here with the Ace of Pentacles, and it's very interesting reading by Labyrinthos. And the upright meaning of the pentacle means the Ace of Tarot are all indications of new beginnings. And when you draw of them, it means that you are at a point in your life where a new cycle is beginning. You're about to start afresh, which is nice. Because of the Suite of Pentacles is primarily concerned with all things material, not just financial, but also sensual. This reset could manifest itself as a new career, the undertaking of a new venture, or the start of putting more care into your health, which is 2 out of the 3, I think, for me. Wherever this beginning takes place, the Ace of Pentacles assures that what is to come will bring great abundance and opportunity, which is great. Yesterday and the other day, I decided to say yes to being a brand ambassador, which means that if you ever see those ladies in the supermarket and they're giving out the little cups of samples, I didn't do that yesterday. What I did was dishwashing, which I thought was great because I had a pleasure sitting down a lot. As opposed to the girls I was with 2 guys, and the girls, they would just stand up and, their feet are killing them and they're like giving out samples. And I got some great samples, I kid you not. And I'll show you later because I do have the pictures and stuff. And so I just had a great time, and I just thought it was so cool. The only reason why I signed up with this company was because I wanted to do Comic-Con, and I wanted to get paid to do Comic-Con. Just happened, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Same thing with this. Food Network was there. It was about food and wines, and it was just more than wines. Like, it was whiskey and vodka with the soda. I got some nice soda drinks. I kid you not, I'm going to be honest with you. There's some great stuff. And it's sort of funny because Whole Foods is down the street as well as Trader Joe's. And I love both stores. But I think Whole Foods wins out because they have a variety of more vendors. And so, and I'm looking for a better alternative than, Coke and Pepsi. I'm not really a big fan of theirs. And so I want to help, like, the local little man, and, it was just that way, and it was fun and it was exciting, and I had so much fun. I got to be a patron as well as working, and it did me good, and I'm not really considering whether if I want to or not do something. I do want to do more of it, but I guess I have to be chosen to do things. And I was very lucky. They had called me, texted me saying, "Yo, can you do this?" And I said, "Yeah, sure, why not?" And so, excuse me, I'm not saying that I'm going to abandon my practice, because I totally love doing massage, Reiki, energy work, being a shaman, but it's just that there comes a point in your life where you get very tired of, my hands, and I'm not complaining because, I get 1 or 2 and that's enough for me per day, 3 maybe max. But I enjoy what I do. And there's more to venture. Also, I did with an agency, a casting agency, and I got to do a TV show, and it was pretty cool. It was the 4 seasons. I don't even remember what I did because I was like back to back to back to back, and I was like, you know what I mean. And so I just, I've done acting before. I've done the background acting for almost 20 years now, and not really want to do like SAG, as opposed to not doing SAG. But I'm pretty happy, and I tell you what, my life is a journey that's awesome and amazing at the same time. It does take me away from my jewelry and my hobbies, but I also want to do more of my music. So here's looking at you, Ken, crossing my fingers. So let me finish with the reading. So it says to see. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Just wait a minute. To see the Ace of Pentacles indicates a seed being planted in the material world. In your feelings of security and stability. So, like a seed, this opportunity must be nurtured and sometimes invested with energy, time, or funds. Okay? Watering the seed has the potential to be very rewarding for anything that is grown on the energy. It's meant to be stable, secure, and give a good yield. Prosperity is coming your way. One also has to make sure that you are psychologically prepared for the opportunities that are appearing. To be able to harvest the gift of pentacles, we need to be filled with calm that stability brings. This is a kind of spirituality with prosperity, if you will. Now, this kind of mindset can mean we become open to trying new things and not sticking to the old washed out routines, which is refreshing, and it's very cool, and it's very kind. And like I said, do you take your time with you, what you want to do a journal if you have to. And like I said, I do have journals, so if you want to hit me up with that. I do want to see you be successful. Set your intentions, and just don't say, oh, I just want to be the richest, whatever. No. I would say that it is my intention to be successful at my job, to work way less hours, and to make way more money. Okay, that's my little secret to my success. So hopefully you'll follow suit and check out the tarot deck. Okay, so let me move on to my next thing that I want to show you and tell you about. Okay, so I put my book, I printed it out, and I have a hard copy of my own way that I did it, and I saw pretty much put the pictures and the table of content I still have to fix, but it's right here. But other than that, I do have, see, here's my book here, and so I just copied and pasted stuff, and then in the middle I made it this way because it has a lot of pictures. I just wanted to see what it felt like instead of buying the book, because I still have to. These are going to be color pictures, by the way. But I'm going to read to you. I read to you chapter 1 before, which was the awakening, and I'm going to read a little bit of chapter 2, so that way you can hear or read. So the chapter 2 is called The Encounter. And you see, like, these fonts are big, so I'm thinking maybe I'm going to keep these big fonts as opposed to the smaller ones. I think this is 14, this may be 12. So I'm going to read to you, and hopefully you may like it. My sister is getting into it. She's in chapter 3 right now. So, for the first time, I saw a physical gray when I was just 11 years old. It was a typical evening, the kind of night that felt comfortably routine, yet it would become a moment frozen in my memory forever. Accompanied by my parents, family, and friends, we had just concluded our evening service at church and were making our way home. The church stood in the heart of our small town, and our route was one we had taken countless times before, wandering through the quiet streets, warmly lit by occasional street lamp. As we walked by, my sisters Rebecca and Lydia pedaled their bikes ahead of us. Their laughter mingled in the night air. The rest of us moved out leisurely pace, discussing sermons and everyday matters. Everything seemed perfectly normal until something caught our eye. A figure atop of the water tower, just right across the street from the parking lot. At first glance, we thought it was a person. The silhouette against the faintly glowing horizons looked distinctly human, hunched and precariously balanced on the edge. Alarm through, spread through our group as we debated whether it was someone contemplating a desperate act. My parents exchanged worried glances, and someone even suggested rushing over to help or calling the authorities. And you have to remember back in the day, in the 70s, we didn't have cell phones. Okay? So we had to run home and call on the landline. Anyway, however, as we drew closer, the figure became clearer and our initial assumptions were shattered. In the dim ambient light, we could see that the figure was not a person at all. It was a slender with an elongated head and spindly limbs. Its skin looked grayish and strangely luminescent under the moonlight. It was a gray alien, something I had only ever heard about in whispered rumors and sensational news stories. Rebecca and Lydia glanced back to see what had drawn our attention. As they did, the alien moved. With a fluidity that seemed almost ethereal, it leaped off the water tower. The motion was so graceful and chilling, like the watching of a bird taking flight, yet unnaturally swift. And that, my friends, I'm going to leave it there. Okay? So if you want this book, please hit me up. It's called The Galaxy Girl. It's Shatter in the Dark by me, Damaris Melendez. I wrote this book in, trust me, like in 3 years. I was like, for 12 hours. And it just came out. And I'm very proud of it. I feel like it still need more tweaking or whatever done. But for right now, what I would love to do is get 50 reviews. And by doing that, I want to pretty much give my book away as a PDF. And if you're interested, you can hit me up. I'll put my email right here. And that way you can hit me up, the Gangsta Shaman at gmail.com. Okay? And the physical book, if you want it, you can pay for it. Okay? So thank you for listening in. I hope that intrigued you. And I think it has like about 9 or 10 chapters. I'm not 100% sure. But thank you for listening. Okay, so let's look into the book and see what it has to say. So this is the Pentacles and the Dragons of Wealth, which is green. And we are all the firstborn of Mother Earth, and we know her secrets. We are the keepers of the treasures, and we keep sleepless watch in deep and underground passages where wavering warriors come to challenge our ire. I-R-E. Fire, I think it is. But anyway, those seeking to steal will be destroyed. Those who are not afraid to look into our eyes will discover that the greatest splendor of all is not that of gold, but rather of inner riches. And when they say that, if you don't understand what that means, it means like there is wealth and there's abundance. And abundance really means that you're in abundance of, say, for instance, spirituality or knowledge or wisdom. That, which is sometimes more important. You have abundance of health. You're very healthy. And knock on wood, you don't get sick as often as other people do. And that's an abundance. As opposed to wealth, which is money. So there's a difference, okay? So it's pretty much saying that, the inner richness, okay? Because money can't buy you everything. And you've heard that saying before, but it's true. I know people are filthy rich and they can't buy love. No matter how much they try to, create things and put things into their life, they can't do it. They can't have love in their life, and they're longing and they're wanting to have a family, have kids, but it eludes them. And I don't care if you're a billionaire and you lack that, you know what I mean? Some billionaires don't have kids, and it's a shame because that child would teach you so much as you will teach that child. So anyway, the first pentacle, which is this one right here, it says here, the ace, which is the claw of the earth, material wealth, and physical energy. So let's delve into that a little bit more too with the physical energy. Okay, so there are other things too. There is an archon grid. We are the gods we must forgive. So that's what I wrote here. The 15 beings, their time is up. So now it's like they all left the earth. And maybe like one or two were around, residually around. Uh, the explorer race, David Shapiro. I guess that's his book. I'm not even sure. Mount Shasta is one place where you want to venture out to. Like people say Area 51, I would avoid Area 51, and you can camp a little bit outside of Area 51, and there's a place where you can pretty much like when you're camping out there at night, and you can see the UFOs flying back and forth. That's what I was told, and I thought that was cool. But my thing is, I'm here on Earth, so I'm just doing what I need to do on Earth. Okay. uh, the Dream City. There are new air cities. I remember years back, I think 3 years ago, or 6 years. I forget how many years ago. I would see like people would videotape like the air city. So in I forget if it was I don't think it was the Empire Strikes Back, but it was when Lando Calrissian was there, and he was in his dream cloud city, and they had Princess Leia and the Wookiee, and Han Solo was frozen. So I think it is the Empire Strikes Back, but they had those cloud cities, which is what we call the new air city or the dream city. So that's something to look into. Now this is one of my very favorite things to look into, and it is called Hollow Earth or Shambhalaya. You are an avatar there, and you have they said there were dinosaurs down there, but I haven't been in there. But there's a map that you can find, and you can Google it. It's very cool, and I think I eventually want to get this map because there's entrances in certain parts of the world that you can get in to go into the Hollow Earth. And in fact, there was a captain, I think Captain Richard Byrd, who he went into the Antarctica and went in, and he said he went in there and he found another Earth, and there he found the sun too. He saw the sun and like these massive cities and shit. So there's something to look into. Again, Hollow Earth. Now, it says here, live their ancestor family. So you have an ancestral family. I think that's part of the whatchamacallit, the soul family. But so there's the soul family. So when you leave this body, exit Earth, hopefully you'll turn your back on the light, and there's a universe that you can explore. Now, with that being said, then you eventually end up going back to your soul family. Like your body's in a pod somewhere, and you're just waiting to get out once you live this life on this earth, and your mission is complete. So, that being said, with me, the ancient ancestors, the ancestor family, is it's not only like your parents, your grandparents, your great grandparents. It's also your Pleiadian or starseed family, which is your ancient ancestors as well, and they help spiritually guide you. And so I send them love. I think it's on 222 where you send them love. I just say I'm sending love on 222. I'm sending love to I send it to my son, my sister, and the ISIS girl that got compromised in my past life. But I get very happy when I send it to my ancient ancestors, because they have, I feel like, I want them to know that I love them. And I want them to know that they mean the world to me, because they have assisted me so well in this life, as well as the eagle. She's like getting me a little bit of attitude. And the black jaguar. The black jaguar gives me a sacred, safe space, and it keeps me invisible. And there is such a thing as invisibility. So that being said, that's where I go to for that ancient ancestors. So it says, I wrote down here, dreams. When you have the dream, kids and adults then seniors. So I guess it's the kids, then the adults, and then the seniors. So the older you get, the more you forget your dream. But what Andrew has said was that you have like this thing in your gut. That's why your gut is being compromised, because your dream time is not in your head. It's not your consciousness. It's in your gut. And there is like a flower that pops out and it blooms, and it's like an antenna, like a satellite, and that's where your dreams affect you. Now, I remember watching this TV show. I forget the name of it, where there was a guy and he would wake up to a family, and then when he would sleep, he would wake up to a different family, and he didn't know which one was the real reality, which one was the dream state, because it would seem so real to him. Both sides seem real to him. So, but I know in our dreams we get to think differently and do differently, and it just seems weird. And you're like, what the hell? One day I had a dream about the lion chasing me and trying to eat me. The next day I had a dream about the tiger. It was white with black stripes. And this tiger, the first I played with the cub, and she wanted me to play with her cub. And every time we'd go to a different floor, like the 7th floor, the 8th floor, they would follow me. And I was like, what do you want? Like, leave me alone. But they didn't want to leave me alone. They wanted to follow me. I thought, okay, that was interesting. But, that's why I have my dream journal, because that way you can write it down and write the date and time, know how you feel, what does that mean to you. And, when you look back on it, you're thinking, oh, my God, that happened. Especially when there's animals in your dreams. Like, I find that fascinating. And so I'll go to, like, the Native American, Google that or whatever, and see what it has in store for me, like what that meaning means. So, with that being said, let me take you to other things as well. I just have to run to the bathroom real quick. Hold on. So I decided to go to my kitchen and eat because I'm starving to death. But anyway, I'm going to make this. I'm gonna make this kale thing where it's just gonna be kale and spinach. I'm just gonna warm it up. And I got this Tuscan one from Trader Joe's, and the baby spinach from Trader Joe's. So I just put some olive oil in here. I'm going to wash the kale, and maybe just cut some, onions and stuff like that. So hold on here. Okay, so I already washed the salad and stuff, so I'm going to pretty much shove it in here. If you can see it, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's right there. And just what happens is with spinach, it just tends to shrink. And so what I do with this spinach is pretty much add garlic, lemon juice, and just call it a minute. So I'm just gonna let it break down here. I'm just gonna wash my kale. Spinach going. And the kale, I try to eat it because it's like, for me, it's great for your tummy, because it'll clean out your gut. And I've tried to put a lot, because it's like, I need to use it up in one. This weekend I really didn't eat at home because I was out eating at that fair. And so I put this together. So these things we run out. So I'm just waiting for that spinach to break down. And in the meanwhile, I will use my lemon to get the lemon juice. Now I've been doing this kale kick because because of my diabetes type 2. And so, hold on here, let me just get this, because that'll help me to break down my spinach. I may have to end up putting some more, whatchamacallit here, the spinach thingy. But I still have yet to get like a garlic press because that's how I like to eat my garlic. So let me get my garlic. And I have this very giant avocado, so I'm gonna definitely eat this one. We Puerto Ricans eat the bigger avocado as opposed to this tiny little Mexican one. And so this is what I was used to when I was growing up. Okay, so let me get my onion and my garlic. I'll be right back. Hold on. Here I have my garlic and I know, like things are flying around, right? But I really do love the garlic and the onions. I really like that in my food. Oh shit. Can't throw in the garlic, sorry. So let me take it to take it to the hilt and see if I have any garlic and tomatoes and stuff like that in there. I actually do have my Greek salad. I may toss that in here because I like everything warm. Sometimes I don't like it too cold. And like I said, you see that now? Okay, let me show you. Because now it's starting to shrink. Shrinky-dinky. See that? And so, this is an electric, whatchamacallit pot. It is an electric, oh my god, I can't even, it's a freaking ceramic. God, I don't know what the fuck is on my brain. I feel like a stupid ass. Anyway, let me turn it off and turn it back on because I need to throw in the kale. Sometimes kale is hard to eat, and that's why some people make the kale chips, and that tastes really good. I like that. So I don't have time to put things in the oven and wait for it to bake. But so let me see what I have in my fridge. So okay, I'm gonna add my garlic and onions because I do like onions and garlic. And I have a lot of little garlic bulbs. I don't know what the hell happened. So that's what I tend to do. I tend to like line them up and just do that. And just call it a minute. Okay. I just don't like peeling so much, So I'm just going to peel these first and then throw them in, and then I'm going to do the onion. Okay, so it's pretty much steaming now. So I'm going to chop up. I'm going to add, twist this around a bit. And I'm just going to add kind of a little bit more olive oil. I'm going to add my, garlic, and then I'm going to add the peppers, the garlic and the onions. So I can't even talk anymore. That smells great enough. And add some seasoning as well. So this is a mixture of what I had done. I had kept this glass jar because I had bought some sea moss. And so I kept the glass jar because I thought it was nice. And I'm just going to add a little bit of half a teaspoon of my mix of adobo, turmeric, um, cumin, no, not cumin, okay, what the hell's that spice called? What's spice called? Cayenne pepper and turmeric. Because I just got tired of putting it all together, you know what I mean? Like one separate, and so I just like put them all together, like the way adobo is. And adobo is like turmeric and garlic and salt and pepper, if you had like pepper. But yeah, it's starting to look really nice actually. And then I'm gonna add my mix of a mix of onion. I like onion a lot. So I'm gonna add some more. See, my spinach, it disappeared in the kale, so I don't know what the hell happened. I'm just starving right now. Put this away. And what else am I gonna do? Oh yeah, the onion thing. So I take this mango and I took the white powder out, and I thinly slice. Which is this one? I don't think you can see it, but right there it says thin slice. Just add it on. You just thinly slice the garlic. So let me check and see. Hold on. I just put it right over the pot, so that way, you know what I mean? It'll just catch into the pot. And voila, that's that. I have to peel off the paper. I pretty much cut up my onion, and I'm just gonna cut it in half, so I don't have to eat the whole thingy, but I have to rinse it out a little bit because that. Well, I'm gonna cut it in half because I don't need the whole onion. I'll save the other half for another day. So I love nachos, my favorite in the whole world, and let me just exchange this over here and this over here. Put it right there. And you have to be careful with this because you don't want to pretty much cut yourself. Just go this direction and over here and on this direction. I don't use the whole thing because it's just way too much onion. But you have to be very careful with this method because this thing is very sharp and it will cut you. Trust me, I do know. It cut me. But look at that, half already done. And so I just put it, like I said, over the whatchamacallit, and grab. You have to be very careful, okay? Grab this stuff, grab whatever little bits on the other side, and pretty much rinse it off. So pretty much you have to oh, the onion's getting to me. Woohoo! Put in the onions and put a little bit more olive oil. And I'm going to be done with this. And I'm just going to mix it up a little bit. And just, you know, it already has the garlic, it already has the onions. And just, it's already nothing. Like, it's already nothing. Like, it's already, that's why I put a lot. Because this stuff shrinks. And, I may end up putting some more, whatchamacallit, spinach. I'm not sure yet. Put away my onions. Let me just put away my onions. And, let me see my cabinet. Oh, I feel a poke behind me. Now I can't find my thingy. I think this is good for onion, like the half quarter. I got this little thing at TJ Maxx. So this right here. That's one thing, and then I have to put the other half away. And I'm gonna just leave it like this because I don't even know where I put my lid for this thing. I have no idea. I have to hunt it down. probably up here somewhere. I just don't know where. And hold on. I don't know where. Okay, here it is. So I'm gonna pretty much take my lemon and I'm going to cut it and squeeze it and squeeze the juice into this little container. Oh shoot, that's a lemon, that's an orange. Right? Orange and lemon. The citrus, right? Yeah. Hold on. Let me get my lemon. Because I was like, it looks too round. So let me cut the lemon and just, oh damn, this shit's hard. You know what I love too is lime. Lime is awesome. Lime is so good. It's fucking hot in here because my kitchen, I have the window closed. There's my lemon. I'm gonna end up using the I have a strainer to catch the seeds. And I'm just gonna put in here. I feel like Martha Stewart. I'm not her. Okay. But I'm gonna put that shit right here. Squeeze the fuck out of it. Because Martha wouldn't say fuck, right? Yeah. I mean, behind your back, yeah, but not. God damn, you gotta be like a freaking Arnold Schwarzenegger to get muscles, and it's a little bit too hot in here. I'm freaking dying. So, let me open up the window. You can hear all this noise. Okay, so squeeze the hell out of that lemon. I'm gonna put the juice in here, and add it on, and it should be done. Like this should be done. I'm trying to think what else. They told me to put garlic powder, but that's a redundancy with the garlic clove, so no. Oh, and a little bit of maple syrup. I don't know if I want maple syrup on that shit, so I don't think so. So I'm done with my food, and I'm going to show you what it looks like, okay? Hold on. So I'm pretty much done with my meal here. It's beautiful. And I just put everything, like I said, on my plate, my beautiful plate. And just gonna eat. And you're not gonna see me eat because you don't want to see this sloppy lady eat. But it's really good, and I love like the olive oil. I love the whatchamacallit. I will not put any vinegar because this morning I accidentally, well, I didn't accidentally. I ate this tuna fish sandwich from yesterday, and it had vinegar in it, and I didn't like that. So I usually like to put the Modelo stuff in there, but shit, not today. So this is my ceramic bear pot. It's pretty cool, and I'm going to eat this mini thing while you wait. Okay, so you should wait right here, okay, and I'll be right back. So I'm at my dinner table here, and I am eating up a storm, and it's really good. Here's my plate right here, and I totally love this. I think it's a great dish. I think the lemon does it justice. Yesterday when I was at the festival, I saw a kale salad, and it had garlic all over it, and I was like, yes. How much also drink? I may have a ginger cookie, not sure. Turning back in the living room. So I'm pretty much done with my meal here. It's beautiful. And I just put everything, like I said, on my plate, my beautiful plate. And just gonna eat. And you're not gonna see me eat because you don't want to see this sloppy lady eat. But it's really good, and I love like the olive oil. I love the whatchamacallit. I will not put any vinegar because This morning I accidentally, well, I didn't accidentally. I ate this tuna fish sandwich from yesterday, and it had vinegar in it, and I didn't like that. So I usually like to put the Modelo stuff in there, but shit, not today. So this is my ceramic bear pot. It's pretty cool, and I'm going to eat this mini thing while you wait. Okay, so you wait right here, okay, and I'll be right back. So I'm at my dinner table here, and I am eating up a storm, and it's really good. Here's my plate right here, and I totally love this. I think it's a great dish. I think the lemon does it justice. Yesterday when I was at the festival, I saw a kale salad, and it had garlic all over it, and I was like, yes. How much salsa drink? I may have a ginger cookie, not sure. Turn you back in the living room.
Everybody now, time to show the whole world what we're all about. We the girls with a passion for fashion. Ooh, Barrettes.
You went ghost mode. Nah, I just stopped giving a fuck about people who don't give a fuck about me.